It was delicious. KFC usually does not disappoint. Actually, I don't know if I've ever been disappointed in KFC. You? KFC is good.
Unless like you opened your chicken and there's a baby chicken inside.
Okay, that was just more than I can handle. That's gross.
I'd probably be disappointed. I would keep it as a pet.
Well, if it was alive. Oh, I get it.
If it was a live
I
little
missed the
chicken
boat
on there.
there. A live little chicken. That wouldn't disappoint. You'd be like, oh, well, I guess I'm not eating my food, but I got a pet.
I would not.
Okay, so we just went through KFC drive-thru and we decided to do a little mukbang. The guy was really nice, super friendly, nice guy. We went through, but he missed our sauces, so we just ran through again. And now we are ready to do it. Also, guess what? Did you know that KFC has cornbread?
You can get it instead of a biscuit.
How did I not know this all these years? The biscuits are good, but cornbread? Are you kidding? I'm so excited. He said, I only have one biscuit for your meals. I'm sorry. He's like, any chance that you'll take more cookies or cornbread? I'm like, yeah, I'll totally take cornbread. Are you kidding? Cornbread!
Do you remember?
I'm so excited. Doesn't take much to excite me, especially with food.
He was funny though because he was like, it's not very good. No, wait, I mean it's good. It's really good.
He was trying to say it's not bad. Well, no, that's what he said.
It's not dry.
He goes, it's bad. I mean, it's not bad. He's trying to say it's not bad.
No, he's trying to say it's not
and then
dry.
it's not dry. Right, exactly.
Yeah.
All right. So, yes, I'm on a diet-ish. I'm trying to watch what I eat. So, KFC probably doesn't fall into there because of, fried chicken. But I got some tenders.
I didn't get a cookie.
What? You can have mine, dude.
Okay, thanks.
We lost a cookie. That's right. He can have my cookie. See, I'm not eating my cookie. And my side, instead of getting mashed potatoes or macaroni and cheese, which seem maybe not so great, I got coleslaw. I feel like that's better, right?
I mean, you ate a donut the other day.
The other day I ate a donut, and I told everybody, I said, Kinley talked to me. Oh no, I ate another one. Last night, Ray had. I was so good. Ray said, can we get Dunkin' Donuts? I said, sure, but I'm not going to get one. And so he runs inside and he gets donuts, and he was nervous that somebody might not like the one that he got or whatever, so he ended up getting 4 donuts. So when he got to the car, he's like, does anybody want this donut? I can't pass up a free just donut that's going to go to waste, right?
Yeah. It would not have
so I did have a donut.
I would have eaten it.
You would have eaten 2 donuts?
Mm-hmm.
You would have eaten it, not eaten it.
I would have eaten it.
Eaten it. KFC coleslaw is my favorite.
I would have consumed it.
We're still in our coats, and Ray's loving his scarf lately. It's pretty cold out today.
It's.
Why isn't my thing telling me?
It's 31 degrees out.
There you go. It's 31.
It is telling you.
It's below
right
freezing. Where? Oh, I do see it. My steering wheel's turned funny. I couldn't see it. So it's below freezing out, and we went into Walmart just now to get some groceries, and it was windy and cold. I think it's so much colder when the wind is out.
Yeah. It's probably a valid fact.
It is a valid fact. We got a couple of gifts for Dad because his birthday is tomorrow, right?
Yep.
Ray helped me pick out something pretty cool I think he'll like.
It's good. I like KFC. It's not the healthiest, but it's good.
What fast food is the healthiest? That's a good question.
Taco Bueno.
I don't think that's the healthiest. What's the healthiest overall as far as like fat, calories, sugar content, salt content?
Taco Bueno is pretty healthy.
Taco Bueno is in the Midwest. They do not have it on the East or on the West.
Chicken is
but we have found it when we are traveling through. Oh yeah, he said the chicken was coming out nice and hot. Don't burn yourself. Taco Bueno is good. It's like Taco Bell, only real Mexican food, and it's good. Only Oklahoma? I think maybe a couple other states surrounding Oklahoma. Anyway, every time we travel across the country, we go there, and we've taken Carter and Nolan, and so Nolan and Caitlin just traveled across the country. They hit Taco Bueno.
We haven't gone there every time, but Nolan and Dad, when they were going the last time, when Nolan was driving back,
they have homemade refried beans and fresh made guacamole.
Oh, so good.
So good. We are definitely we love Mexican family for sure.
Yeah, we eat it.
Anything Mexican food is the best. Good coleslaw.
Steaming so much.
So, just got back from my trip. We went to get some groceries, and I plan to do a grocery haul when I get home. I've seen so many other people doing the grocery hauls, and it looks really, really fun. And my daughter, Bailey, she keeps saying, Mom, you need to do a grocery haul.
But we don't get that much interesting stuff.
We'll see. I've got 5 or 6 meals on the menu plan.
Yeah.
Okay, so I got the chicken, and this is what I'm going to do. See, I've got barbecue and ranch here.
That's
See,
the
sauces.
That's the best combination.
That's what I'm attempting, this combo.
Me and Dad, I made it up, and Dad tried
you made it up.
So
Look
good.
at Ray. He made something up. But it is, sauces always get you with calories when you're trying to eat healthy. The cornbread is good.
It's really good.
Ooh, Ray likes the cornbread. But I need this with my chicken. Good combo, guys. How's your mashed potatoes?
Good.
Good.
Messy a little bit.
So Ben has not told me what he wants for his birthday dinner yet tomorrow night. We always, the birthday boy or girl gets to pick what we have for dinner and also what dessert they want. He hasn't told me yet.
Does he have a favorite?
I don't know. Maybe he'll pick something that's already on my grocery list because I've already bought all the groceries for it. That'd be awesome. Yeah?
It'd be nice if he would tell you today. Or before we went to the store.
I figure I already have to run into town later today anyway with play practice. So if you want something different, I will pick some stuff up for tomorrow.
Not for you. For the kids. I'm excited for the play.
Let's see, it's not this weekend, but next weekend? They only have 2 more weeks of their play practice.
Which is weird because, that's really weird because it said, the play person, the leader of all of it, said we only had 2 weeks left last week.
It's coming up soon.
Oh,
it's not. It's next weekend. That makes sense. So this week...
We don't practice on the weekends. So that's why we only have 5 more practices
coming
after
up
today.
Yeah, so their costumes are due today. So Ray got his shoes, and we got some stuff last night at the thrift store to finish off Emery's costume. She got a cute polka dot dress. She's a munchkin. Let's see. So Ray is a flying monkey, and he's also Wizard of Oz play. Just randomly a flying monkey. He's a flying monkey and a person of Oz. An Ozian.
Yep.
And Emery.
I'm actually the second leader monkey.
So Emery is. You kind of have a solo? Why is that?
I'm on longer than almost all the other monkeys besides Nico.
Well, how does that work?
We hold Toto, me and my friend. You know how it says, it's like, bring me the dog. We bring Toto. We
you get to walk in. You capture him and bring him in?
It's a girl.
Yeah,
almost all the people are girls.
Their Toto is not a real dog. So last year they did Annie, and they actually used a real dog for Annie, but
that one doesn't have barks and stuff. Like in this one, Toto gurrs and sings. Like Toto's like rum over the rainbow.
Really?
And it goes roll-rino, and does like a witch in the OEO guard.
Wow, this is a talented Toto. I'm excited.
It's not a real dog.
Well, I understand that, but still cute.
Yeah.
Emery is she's in a jitterbug dance.
And a munchkin.
And she's a munchkin, which in the movie, I haven't seen anything about the jitterbug dance. So I'm actually really excited to see this play, to see the differences. Probably more similar to the book, which I have not read. But that would be a good book to read as a family.
It's a book?
Wizard of Oz is based on a book.
Oh, yeah. I haven't read it.
Yep. That would be fun, huh? We used to read at night with the kids, and we loved it so much. I absolutely loved reading with them. We read several of the Harry Potter series books.
We got to the 5th book. And then I read on through the rest of the series.
Yeah, and then read them all because we were going too slow. But before that, we read some.
Little
House on the Prairie series. We read like 1 or 2 of those books.
We got to Little House on the Prairie. The first one's Little House in the Big Woods.
Mm-hmm.
We're reading that at school.
Mm-hmm. I love that. We haven't done it in a really long time.
Didn't we read another series, a book, maybe? We should read The Land of Stories.
Yeah, Ray really wants us to read The Land of Stories. I don't know anything about it yet,
Yes.
but he read it and he just loves it. So that would be a fun one to reread for you. You'd be okay with me reading it?
I'm on the 4th book and there's 6.
Mm.
So here's the thing. In 4th grade, there was one Land of Stories book in the whole school. And it was the biggest book in all the 4th grade classrooms. So I read it.
Yeah.
And then all my friends read it, and they read faster than me, so they all read ahead of me.
Oh.
And they finished it before me.
That's funny. Reading books it's so great.
Yeah.
I haven't had one in a while to read. I get excited. Oh, Bailey just recently had me read a book. It was weird. It was so super weird. I kept going, I don't know what's going on the whole time, and she just laughed. Keep reading, Mom. It was pretty good. I definitely need some suspense to be able to keep reading, or else I fall off the bandwagon. I need something to push me.
Yeah.
But I do like reading.
You know what
So I read, oh, sorry, go ahead.
There you go.
I read, since I was on this trip, my sister-in-law, Laura, she has Audible. And so, and it's through our Amazon account. We share an account. And so she said, jump onto Audible. There's a couple books on there. And I started reading one by Stephen King, but I just couldn't get into it.
Just too scary for you?
It wasn't scary. It was like leading up to where it would have been scary. And I couldn't, not saying I won't go back and finish it, but I couldn't. Anyway.
At the moment.
But the other book that she had in there was The Shunning. It's about an Amish girl. And there was a Lifetime-ish type movie that was made about it. And I had watched that years ago. So when I started listening to this book, I'm like, I know this story. I'm not sure if it's on Lifetime or on Amazon. I don't know what it is. Anyway, so I started it, and at first I was having a hard time getting into it. But then all of a sudden I just fell in love with this book, and I couldn't stop listening to it. I listened to the whole book. And the lady who was reading it on Audible, she did several different voices. And sometimes that's kind of weird if they don't nail the voices just right, but she was incredible. It was so good. So if anybody is looking for a book and they have interest in the Amish, and it has a little, twist, a little interesting, because it's called The Shunning, so somebody was shunned in the book.
What's shunning?
Shunning is where they don't speak to them. They're in trouble for some sort of reason, such as they've sinned, and their culture thinks that the way that they deal with that until they go through the process of repentance is by shunning them. And it's really sad. Nobody speaks to the person who's being shunned. And if they live in a family, they can't even eat at the same table as them.
Sad.
It's really, really sad. But the book is super good. I really enjoyed the book. Anyway, if you're looking for a good book, that's great. Also on Audible, the lady who reads it, very good.
I got burnt by my chicken.
Your chicken burned you?
Yeah.
Mean chicken. All right, I got to try this cornbread. We didn't get any butter or honey or anything to add on to it. So it's just the little cornbread muffin.
It's good though on its own.
And I love cornbread. Like when we go to Cracker Barrel, cornbread is my choice for sure of the bread that you get at Cracker Barrel. What about you?
What's the other thing? It's cornbread, and then there's
a biscuit.
I like the cornbread, I think. I don't really eat biscuits or cornbread.
This cornbread is really good. This guy was no joke. He was right.
Yeah.
I like cornbread. We used to make chili and cornbread all the time.
Yeah.
And I'm just not a big chili fan, so.
There's that one place, what's it called? No, not Outback. It's like a cowboy place.
Lone Star?
No.
It's a restaurant though?
Mm-hmm.
Outback, Lone Star, and it's cowboy.
Mm-hmm. Texas Roadhouse.
Oh.
They have such good bread there. And their rolls.
Their bread and rolls, because their butter is honey butter.
I never have put butter on it.
What?
I don't like the honey.
Oh, that's right. You said that this morning.
Yeah.
I love honey butter. Super good. My kids have some weird food allergies lately. Ray says honey bothers him.
Well, I think it's because I'm allergic to bees.
Maybe.
That
I don't know. But it's different though. Honey and bee stings, that's different. I mean, you can relate them, but I don't know.
I don't
That's
like
interesting.
Honey bothers my tongue. It makes it like itchy.
Well, so Nolan, I feel like I've mentioned this before, but he started having food allergies with fresh fruit and fresh vegetables a couple years ago. His tongue gets all itchy and it's really yucky. And anyway,
the story of how he figured it out was funny.
The pineapple. You want to tell it?
Sure. So Bailey and Nolan were eating this whole pineapple, and they were just eating it. And if you eat a lot of pineapple, your tongue starts feeling weird, like normally. So Nolan's like, "Ow, my tongue is bleeding." And Bailey's like, "Yeah, it feels like that sometimes." And then Nolan started spitting out blood. And then Bailey's like, "Oh,
yeah,
you really are allergic."
His tongue was bleeding from the pineapple.
Gross.
And then Bailey, when she was 15, 16. 15? I can't remember.
17.
We were on a trip coming home from Pennsylvania, a big long trip. We had lived in Arizona at the time, and so we're driving across the country, and she gets sick. And it's our last night in a hotel, and she's up all night long in the bathroom. So sick. And I'm thinking, okay, we all have the flu. We're all going to get sick. And nobody else got sick. And her stomach didn't stop being sick. It just was sick no matter what she ate. This went on for months.
Did you go to a doctor?
She finally found certain things that she could eat without being sick, and so she just kind of lived on those. We did. We went to a doctor. They kept saying that she had an ulcer. She had some sort of an ulcer in her stomach.
What's an ulcer?
It's like a sore in your tummy, I guess. And it can cause you to be sick. And so we kind of went with that for a while. She was seeing a few doctors. She had some appointments scheduled to do some different tests. They wanted to send a tube down her throat to check out. And we did not feel good about it at all. I remember before the appointment, I was absolutely sick. And you know, you're always really worried about your kids as a mom. But there was something that night. I was like, I cannot send my daughter to do this. They had to put her out in order to do it. And something about the anesthesia, something about the whole process just totally freaked me out. And so I remember praying about it and still just feeling terrible. And I went and talked to her and I said, "Bailey," and she immediately goes, "I don't want to do that thing tomorrow. I don't think I'm supposed to do that thing. It seems wrong. I'm not supposed to do it." And I was like, "Okay, good. That's exactly how I'm feeling." So we canceled her appointment.
How much was it going to be money-wise?
I don't remember. But it didn't seem right. And so then we kept going along, and she ended up finding out that somehow, all of a sudden, out of nowhere, she's allergic to the casein in milk products. And so, and a few other things that kind of bother her, but for the most part, that's the big thing.
Cilantro, latex,
yeah,
citrus.
She does eat citrus now. I think at that time, it was such a long process.
Yeah.
Cilantro actually bothers her asthma.
Yeah.
Is the issue. But as far as food at the time, there was a couple other things that were bothering her. She had allergy testings done, and it was citrus and coconut.
But now she can eat both of those.
There's something else in there. And since that she's eating healthy and she's, fixed everything, she's put those things back into her diet. So I don't even think it was necessarily that was an issue. It was a sensitivity at the time because of all that she went through. It was about a year process of figuring out this poor girl. And now she's vegan. And she doesn't eat anything with any milk products in it.
Well, she still eats meat sometimes.
She eats chicken on occasion. Yeah, but not... No. She doesn't eat a lot of meat. She was pretty much vegetarian before this even happened. And so... Yeah. But she does eat eggs, so vegan
one time, when we were with her, we went into the hotel, and it smelled like citrus, and she was like, "I can't go in
she
there."
Doesn't like the smell of citrus.
And she was like coughing and stuff. But now she eats oranges, but she still hates the smell of them.
Yeah, I love the smell of citrus. It's my favorite. Anyway, luckily I'm not allergic to anything that I know of. Maybe there's... I've actually... No, I meant food. I'm talking food. I get terrible migraines. And I have tried before to cut out certain things that they say are triggers for migraines. I've never gotten anywhere. I went for a little bit of time gluten-free, but I don't know if I did it long enough to make a difference. The other issue is I always drink caffeine, because caffeine is the one thing that I've found that can keep away the migraines. And when I go off caffeine, it's really bad. And so I've never known for sure on food. I have wanted to get my allergies tested just to see if that would food allergies. But the other thing I've heard of, see if anyone has an opinion out there. So I've been hearing for years that people who have migraines, they get their daith pierced, this thick piece of cartilage right inside here in your ear, and put a little loop in there. And they say it's a pressure point, and that it decreases their migraines drastically, whether they're completely gone or they have less, or even some people say that they just get mild headaches now, but not migraines. But I was like, I actually get migraines on both sides of my head when I get them. So do I have to get both pierced? I don't know. Anyway, I was talking to Bailey about it, and she's like, let's go do it. She was all excited. So I just might do this. We'll have to see. But if I do, I will definitely do a video about it, because I want to see if it is beneficial with my migraine and see how that goes. Nope. Well, I think we're pretty much done eating. It was delicious. KFC usually does not disappoint. Actually, I don't know if I've ever been disappointed in KFC. You? KFC is good. All right, we are going to head home to unload our groceries. All right, y'all have a good day. See ya.